Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So, the plan for today is just to travel as much as the game lets us, because since we've gotten into Chapter 4, most of my jumps, as you can see in the Koronus Expanse here, are immediately interrupted by something happening. So, I'm going to be trying to go to as many of the rumors as I can today, but I'm expecting a lot of interruptions just to happen. Like this. The Voxmaster's puzzled voice distracts you from your duties. My apologies, Lord Captain, but I have just been delivered an urgent report. Cargo Bay 73G has received some unusual cargo, if you can call it that. The crew considered disposing of it, but did not dare do so without your direct order. The cargo itself is a pile of corpses. None of the people were on the crew manifest. Judging by the injuries, they were killed instantly and painlessly. Before somehow being delivered to the ship next to them, the crew found a strange horned mask of Xenos origin. I knew that was going to bite me in the butt. So, a little bit of an explanation here, because I'm pretty sure I know what these are. I had asked the Harlequin to let the people escape with me from the chasm. I was told to be very careful with my words, because the Harlequin can take them quite literally. And I thought what I said was going to be a bad decision. But I said, hey, these people could help me escape, so let's have them play a role or something along those lines. And they never showed up in the fights. But I did ask for their freedom. And I'm assuming this is their freedom. What are your orders, your lordship? And there's my thing. Was there a Xenos in flashy clothes speaking in rhymes by any chance? Vigdis falls quiet for a moment, either processing what she just heard or making inquiries through other Vox channels. Eventually, the Vox comes to life again. No, your lordship? And I doubt such a conspicuous character could have just slipped by unnoticed. I will inform you if the crew reports seeing anyone like that. He didn't really deceive me, but I do not want to turn the bodies into corpse starch. I really do not want to turn the bodies into corpse starch. So please throw the cargo out of the airlock. I will see to it, your lordship. I dare not disturb you any longer. The clan servicing... Oh, and then this is just another warp anomaly. So, let's see how far we get this time. I'm surprised we made the jump without anything happening. So we're going to the Orcelio Prophecy because there's some Xenos stuff happening here, a Xenos skirmish. And we actually made that jump as well. So, let's see what happens here. I thought there is a Xenos skirmish. Maybe it's on the Arid world. Yeah. An officer of the Augur team reports that this world, covered in thick forests and steep mountain ranges, is of no particular interest except for one fact. A fierce battle has unfolded between a group of Xenos. A multitude of small ships are concentrated in one area, some of them heavily damaged or outright destroyed. Around the cluster of ships, a scanner detects a plethora of xenoforms employing unidentified weapons and technology. Marzahai supposes that in this location, the surviving warriors of the Reaving Tempest could engage their pursuers from the other cabals that crave their deaths. The Xenos is determined to land on the planet and meet with the Drukhari from his cabal, or unceremoniously barge into the battle. Whoever the enemies may be, the Xenos demands that the Lord Captain's best warriors set out with him. Yeah, let's go, Marzahai. Let Marzahai take part in the melee alongside the assault squad. Got some Xeno artifacts. I thought we were actually going to go do the fight, but okay. After several long hours, Marzahai's shuttle finally docks with the Rogue Trader's voidship. Of the group that was sent out to the planet's surface, only the Xenos returned, covered in blood from head to toe, with a smug, snake-like smile on his face, having evidently enjoyed what happened. Marzahai hands the Lord Captain a blood-soaked trophy. Archaeotech Fusion Gun. It is a Melta, deals an additional 60% damage to burning targets. If we could get that synergy going, that would be great. Or, like, I put this on someone who had a flamer, that would be amazing. But I suppose that's it. Just want to check here for these. I get a lot of consumables. What I'm really hoping for is the planet stuff from Kiava Gamma, but didn't get any. I didn't. Oh, I hit the wrong 8 button. So that is taken care of. Next, there's one in Langren's Belt, so let's go do that. Oh, a report from the middle decks, Lord Captain. Immediately after our translation from the warp, there were reports on the Vox channels about black creatures appearing all over the place. The witness accounts claim that they emerged straight from the shadows, and it was your pet Xenos Marzihae they were interested in. Several enforcers perished in the battle, but we managed to avoid significant casualties. Your Xenos took out the aggressors. I would not be bothering you with this if we had determined how the creatures got into this ship. Until we know for sure, we won't be able to stop future incursions. They were... Oh... Okay. I was thinking they were something from the warp jump. But Lore Xenos succeeded. If they're, this, they were mandrakes. Because we got the Lore succeeded. I wasn't understanding that they were just things from the shadows. Did she actually say there were Xenoses? Black creatures coming from the shadows. I thought that mandrakes were Xenoses, like almost through Carrie, but I could be wrong. Anyway, we got the Lore Xenos. They were mandrakes. They could have infiltrated the ship through the shadows. She pauses. In that case, guarding the decks against every shadow will not be possible. We will strengthen the security detail at key points on the vessel and hope that the incident does not happen again. So they did say that they were going to be coming from Marzihae. Seems like he can kind of handle himself. And let's go to Langren's Belt and see what happens. There are Drukari void ships over there. So I'm assuming that's what we have to go do. Suspicious ships, rumor completed. On the edge of the system, a few crippled xenoships, barely visible in the darkness of space, huddle together, not displaying any of the usual hostility. Which is very strange for Drukari. The Xenos are stuck in inactivity, entirely ignoring the rogue trader's presence. The Augur team has detected a number of damaged void ships, each afflicted with several system failures and bearing a few dozen living creatures. An attempt to identify their drive signatures is met with failure, but the scanners pick up an exchange of data between the ships along an encrypted channel. Marzihae recognizes the vessels as those of the Raving Tempest Cabal by their silhouettes and markings. The news is that his Cabal's warriors survived their insatiable kin's bloodthirst, fills the Xenos with grim resolve. Marzihae turns to the rogue trader with the demand to leave the ships unharmed. The Xenos yearns to meet them in person. Well, I'd like to contact them, but I guess send Marzihae. The shuttle carrying Marzihae returns so quickly to the rogue trader's vessel that it's impossible to tell whether the Xenos took part in failed negotiations or participated in a violent and impetuous duel. Offering no comment, Marzihae turns to the Lord Captain with a request: help the survivors and let them go. He probably got on board and went, oh, things are really bad, but if I can I doubt this is going to happen, but if I can get those Xenos in my pocket, that's even better. We'll provide resources. The Xenos accept the resource shuttles, arrogantly maintaining Vox silence and showing no gratitude for the Lord Captain's generosity and aid. With the resource transfer concluded, Marzihae returns on board with bloodstains on his armor plate. According to him, the meeting was successful. Did he use that to get the doors open? Did he just use that to get the doors open? Okay, is there any other rumors I need to go do? Not that I can really see. So, what's the actual quests I have here? I need to go to Footfall, the Nameless Star. Oh, the Nameless Star is for, Caligos Winterscale, okay. I need to go to Vabo 6 for Solomorn. Darganas for Blood Ties. Footfall again. Photon 4. Okay. I might actually want to go back aboard my void ship and talk to people quick. because I have a quest for the latest news, but I think let's go get Solomorn back, and then let's go mess with a few people. So, Vigdis, what's new? I thought it was Vigdis I needed to talk to, but Danrock definitely had stuff to brush me up on. News about the Protectorate to keep appraised of things. Is that it? Okay. A rumor for a one-way road, so a new rumor to go check out. We discovered a world that is home to a long-abandoned colony founded centuries ago by one of your predecessors. A ship was sent there carrying several thousand colonists who were to restore their derelict settlement. After the ship entered the system of destination, contact was lost with it, and its fate remains unknown. Perhaps you might like to investigate the disappearance of the vessel personally. Some plunderers. Okay. In addition to that, your lordship, pirates have presented a serious problem for your domain. For centuries, a group of bandits, headed by a ship called the Elusive Contempt, have been raiding cargo vessels on their way from the Protectorate's most plentiful extract area. Their ability to deftly escape pursuit by patrols has allowed them to operate with complete impunity. The pirate's flagship has spotted in a nearby system, and your ship is sufficiently powerful to chase down those brazen scoundrels and bring them to justice. Unidentified anomaly. The astropathic choir has received a series of alarming messages about an Armor 4 system where a dangerous space anomaly has supposedly manifested itself. I think I remember that one, and I wanted to do something and it wouldn't let me at first. Its nature is unknown, but the fabric of space within the system is reported to be curved and unstable. It's said that any ship entering the region disappears without a trace. I believe we ought to be prudent and steer clear of that system. There's something else, Lord Captain. The ship's astropaths have caught the echoes of alarming messages. Unidentified ships abandoned by their crews have been spotted in several systems of the Expanse. It's only a rumor, but those who encounter them have gone missing. That's all. Okay. So, that being said, let's go check out these new rumors and see what I found. Or can find, rather. Oh, one's right here in Langren's Belt? Or do I have to leave Langren's Belt and come back? Nope, pirates. A chase is ensuing behind the stained glass windows of the bridge. Several pirate raiders are trying to catch up with the cruiser, fruitlessly firing salvos at it from their macro cannons. The officers of the Augur crew report they're chasing the Elusive Contempt. It's a legendary pirate ship that has been plundering the cargo ships around the Expanse for several hundred years, masterfully evading patrols and escaping unpunished with the loot. Shelby, the photo speculator, the Contempt's captain, addresses you via Vox. It's in a cheerful, almost affectionate voice. He thanks you for the high-grade resources mined on the Von Valencius extractiums, and also for your invaluable assistance in its escape. As soon as Shelby finishes his speech, the Elusive Contempt swiftly enters the warp, and a powerful salvo intended for his vessel explodes on your voidship shield instead. Well, they attacked me. But we will be hunting him down, I have a feeling, and getting my stuff back.
All stations, report.
Oh, the Elusive Contempt is here. So we're gonna lie at him first. And just hit anything else along the way. So it sounded like these Viper classes were originally targeting him. Well, that Viper class that was escorting me is gonna get wrecked. I did trade a few more things into the traders so I could upgrade my weapons a little bit more. So let's fire the melt bomb motor that I just got at this guy. So that should deal about 84 damage and maybe start to fire on the Viper class here.
Emblazon our path.
And where is... I don't even see the one I really want to destroy. To be able to target it. Let's just warp wave spin the Viper Destroyer here. Then if I go right here, I can use the Void Sunder Lance. Hit someone right here. It's another one down. Let's put out... I can't switch these right now. I think that's because I moved. Well, we'll put out new torpedoes. Oh, the guy might have already gotten away. It might have... that might have been what it was showing, and I just missed that. Alright, so side cannons with Triumph and Fury here. Let's hit the Viper class right there.
Annihilate them.
Void Sunder out of range, but the dorsal shouldn't be, right? Nope, that is. So we will have to go forward, but then the dorsal can hit the Viper class. Boom, boom. I don't have the thing to refresh the turns, unfortunately, but what I can do... we can still just land some.
Eviscerate them.
New heading to get a good turn. Turn this way.
Near us to our target.
And we should be good. Let's get the torp moving faster. Boarding party to screw up one of the Vipers. And my torps can go right there. Kerboom. Move forward a bit. And kerboom.
On our path.
Remember when space battles were hard? Oh, that one's just done and I'm not going to find him again? Maybe I do find him again, but it did say the rumor was complete, so it's like... Why is that a thing? He ran off with my loot. I wanted to hit him. And then he just disappears. I did want to go up to Vabo 6, and there are a bunch of rumors up there, so let's go that way. So it looks like this one is a one-way road. Which rumor was one-way road? Something on the ice road. Or ice world. There's been an unsuccessful attempt to restore an abandoned colony. And that's where my ship went missing. Oh, is this the abandoned palace? I have a feeling this is not what I think it is. But Ruined Palace? This looks new, okay. Maybe it is what I think it is. This is most definitely new. Alright, what do we got? Lots of goods on the floor. Let's read the pamphlet. Well, first everyone go down here. Then we can get the pamphlet. Decree of will, by the grace of the God Emperor of mankind, we, Jamon Nigel von Powen, for the good of our world and the deliverance of our people from the wrath of the heavens and the fury of the distant stars, hereby command to provide for the needs of the governor's office no more and no fewer than 20 faithful young men and maidens picked in accordance with our instructions, each 7th rotation around the heavenly body, so every 7 years for them. Robust and firm in body and spirit, voluptuous in space or similar in height and stature, dainty and beautiful. So they were giving human cargo. Okay. To the Emperor. We got some battle kits. We got Symphony of Pain swords. On hit, target must pass a toughness resistance test or suffer random common negative effect for 2 rounds. That's not bad. And a Bonebreaker Maul. When you hit an enemy with the Bonebreaker Maul, target must pass toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty or fall prone and gain a random trauma. I'm fine with that one. There's a lot of goods in here. Just some cargo. There is a lore Imperium here. Let's take that.
Never doubt me.
The desiccated manuscripts date back a dozen centuries. This palace probably is one of the oldest outposts in the Imperium. I see enemies over here. Ancient servitors, maybe not enemies. So break into the safe with tech use. Another Bonebreaker Maul. So that's kind of common stuff here, it looks like. Cargo. Tech use Pascal. Cargo. There is a Shroud of Dauntlessness. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic act or desperate measure, they gain 2 AP, 6 MP, and 6 temporary wounds. Enforcer Light Boots. Whenever the wearer parries an attack, they immediately strike back at the attacker. If this attack deals damage, the wearer performs a kick to push the enemy away. On one hand, I really like those boots, but I don't like the kick to push away. But maybe it's time to upgrade Abelard's boots, and that would get him an additional attack back. And then Crusade Plate Gloves. Whenever the wearer deals damage with a heavy weapon to the enemy suffers 1 stack of Perplexed. Only 2 people in my entire... everyone that's Argenta and that's Ulfgar, or Ulfar, have heavy weapons. If 3 more stacks of Perplexed are on the target, the wearer also inflicts staggered for 2 rounds. That we'll just cargo that one. The boots, however, I suppose we'll put on Abelard. Maybe. I know what they look like. It's just I thought... Here they are. This was, sort of...
The world will bow.
Oh, there's another thing right here that I did notice. Surprised we can walk up that. That's just more cargo. Can we walk this way? A lot of hidden stuff in here. There is a backpack, Broken Vox. I cannot go on like this. Helena, I cannot. I served my master loyally, as I did my father and his father before that, but I cannot continue. But this cannot continue. No, I am tired. To bury the corpses of murderers and traitors to the Imperium is a noble thing to do. But now I must conceal the deaths of these innocent young men and women. They are almost children. Cursed be the day when the governor became the ruler of this world. I will break this vicious cycle, I promise. Tonight I will flee the estate, and together we will journey to the Star Speakers. They will warn the servants of the God Emperor about the heresy lurking in these walls. They will return for us. They will save us. Just wait for me, Helena. Just wait until I return. Ugh. I wonder if that was about the, like, forced go and serve these people, or if that was about something else.
I tread a path unexplored.
Hi, servitors. They're not doing anything, so let's go get these cargoes. Pascal?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
If I go any further in the room, does anything happen? Like, they are obviously wounded, but there's a corrupted noble over there. I don't trust that. I can get rid of the grenades. I don't really care about those. I'll talk to the noble in just a moment.
The world
Hi, Mr. Noble.
beneath my feet.
How are you still alive? A lushy dressed, vaguely human carcass sits reclined in a massive oak armchair. Calloused brown-blue patches cover the dead flesh, so he is dead, overlapping one another like snake scales. On one of the hands, claws of exposed bone support a grotesque, bloated face. The creature's chest remains motionless, and its eyes stay closed, and yet the muscle of the distorted face twitch ever so briskly when you approach. What? Cassia covers her mouth with both hands, trying to speak quietly as her body is shaking. The Lady Navigator's wide-open eyes are brimming with terror. I want to leave this place. Right now. Argenta draws her weapon and looks at you, and cocks a questioning eyebrow. Who are you? Speak up. The creature's eyelids flutter open, searing you with the unnatural glow of its yellow pupils. The disfigured lips twist, stretching into a smile wider and wider until the thin skin bursts and snap, revealing row after row of pointed teeth. Language I can't do. A twisted guttural voice bursts from the creature's throat and roars with laughter. Because of the skeletal hand, I wanted to say maybe this was a Necron. But because of the yellow eyes and then it just ripping the flesh there, maybe it's from the Gene Stealer cult? God, Emperor, hear your daughters, please. May you guide my hand such that the heresy no longer defiles the ground upon which your servants tread. Sharp scales break away from the dense... Oh yeah, she shot it. Break away from the dense skin with every shot as the creature's flesh explodes, reducing its ugly carcass to a bloody pulp. The mutilated face, completely stripped of skin and even bones, grins at you with the demented smile of a severed jaw. Do not think me a coward, Lord Captain, but I would prefer to leave this place as soon as we can. Who knows how many such creatures lurk in the palace depths? The creature's flesh swiftly... The creature's flesh starts swiftly regenerating before your very eyes. Within seconds, the bones are once again fused together. This is a tyrannid. The vessels of internal organs and nervous systems grow back. Splatter of blood flows back towards the carcass, being absorbed through the exposed tissue, and rapidly recovering scale-marked skin. The same creature standing before you a moment later, but this time its fiery yellow eyes are burning with anger. From Graupak Rinmech. I do not like playing with my food. The creature angrily shakes its chin in an effort to remember human speech. Its jowls melding into its shoulders and faintly glowing rib cage. A peculiar accessory shaped like a scarab and covered in luminous vermilion glyphs has painfully lodged itself into the flesh of the creature. Something that undoubtedly used to be a man. You have heard of the powerful Xeno artifacts from distant halo stars, discovered by humanity a millennia ago. Artifacts that belong to a race more ancient than the most venerable among the Eldari. Artifacts most impure, fatally dangerous, forbidden in the Imperium on threat of the cruelest of tortures, and yet capable of granting the darkest of human desires, a means to cheat death and embrace life eternal. The Halo device should not have gone to you. I will take it. Bethink yourself, Miacidae. I just wanted to get it away from him, to be honest, but every educated nobleman knows that the bloody consequences that befell the rogue trader... Oh, a rogue trader had it. Belasta Irium, Wrath Ignis, and Edward Manius in the 5th century of this millennium do not follow in their blood-stained footsteps. Well then, get the monster. The eludicator fails to interpret the twisted speech of taking root in your mind like a pestilent weed. The creature contentedly smacks its lips. I will finally taste this savory flesh again.
Your
Well,
struggles are in vain.
it's alive. We know what happened. These servitors are beefy. 450, 450. There's a few that are more damaged than others. Cassia, get back there. Marzahai, I want you guarding her right there. Abelard, holy hell, it has almost 2,000 health. And a natural armor. But all it has is a serrated mono knife. Choosing the game at the end of its turn, the corrupted noble chooses its prey, applying the game for the feast effect on them. Creatures with this effect suffer 50% more damage from the noble's attacks. If the noble hits this target, he regains 10% of his health. At the end of his turn, the corrupted noble moves to the nearest servitor with either searching for blood or searching for fear effect active. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If there are no servitors with such effects, he stays put. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. The transformed corrupted noble has an unnatural immunity to stun, slowed, and staggered effects. Yet he permanently suffers 3 stacks of the disturbed. Okay. At the start of his turn, he restores 5% of his maximum wounds for each creature with bleeding in combat. He suffers way more fire damage, and the Halo device gives him a lot more strength, toughness, agility, perception. He uses agility instead of intelligence, toughness for willpower, strength for fellowship, his immunity to injuries and traumas. He regenerates a lot of wounds per turn. Whenever the wearer kills an enemy, till the end, any damage they deal is increased by 1% until end of combat, while intelligence, willpower, and fellowship are reduced by 1, but no less than 1 until end of combat. Okay, he's gonna be really nasty. I need to tie him up with Abelard. Pascal, I'm gonna have you go here, and we're gonna take out as many servitors as we can. RG, that is the same plan for you. I was just hoping to get you in cover somewhere. That works because it's full cover. Then me. None of that's cover. I can hit everyone from right there. Servitor, combat servitor, combat servitor. Alright. So we are going to front line right here so they do more damage. To the corrupted noble. I'm going to backline on the main character. And then we're going to cover efficiency Cassia. And Marzahai for now, for what that matters. We are going to kill zone stratagem. Actually, wait, what do these do again? Maybe we hold on to that for now. Inquisitor's Decree for the momentum. Voice a command on Argenta if I can find her back. Really? You can't see Argenta? There we go.
If I may.
Just buff her up here. Now, it's worth noting I did change out Argenta's bolt weapon, finally, because of, the stuff we were able to get from the traders. So I'm not using the heavy bolter anymore. We are using the improved heavy bolter, which does, instead of 6 to 10, 12 to 18 damage. It does have a little bit less rate of fire. It starts at 9 rather than having a 12 rate of fire. However, each kill with this weapon increases rate of fire by 1. And I think that would be worth it with how I use her. In this fight, maybe not. But we'll make it work. Furious Recital for the damage. We are going to do Confident Approach. And then I have 4. So the thing is, the combat servitors have weapons, but they're gonna take a little bit. This ancient servitor back here, I'm not sure how far he can move. Then combat servitor way back there. And then it's going to be this one. I'm pretty sure we can take this guy out, then Wildfire. And then, for what it's worth, we can get the combat servitor that might go to Cassia.
I'll do it.
Man, she has no recoil with these new gloves. I love it. We are going to do Firearm Mastery, and we're going to try to get as many of the combat servitors down as I can.
The Emperor commands. I act with you, my Emperor. That is not the Emperor's will.
So that's 1 down with her, in addition to the 2 others we've already gotten. I'm going to get the one way back here down.
It's why I was chosen. I'll do it.
I'm loving the auto hit. Gonna get the one way over here down, because I want the combat servitors down. They're the ones that are gonna have like melt-a-guns and stuff like that.
Right is a prayer.
And then that's one that Miacidae is gonna go for, so I'm not as interested in that one. So we're gonna start going at the other ancient servitors.
Oh, my Emperor. Doubt is for the why I was chosen.
That's another one down. I'm not sure if I'm getting more shots as I go because I'm taking things out, because the rate of fire keeps going up with this gun. So I'm not keeping track of my shots there, but I think that was 9. Alright, Cassia. Realistically, I could do Finest Hour. Let's kill zone this.
Not a servitor.
Yeah, let's Finest Hour Argenta.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Because then we can hit the Corrupted Noble. Reveling in Slaughter for the extra crit damage. I can do Concentrated Fire to almost double the damage for 0 AP. Doubling my shots. So this will have like 20 some. We can do a controlled shot so that I don't hit the main character. And I have a 60% chance of hitting him from here. For 50 a hit. And I guess we melted him. What is my rate of fire right now? I think it's 13 because I doubled it with rapid fire. The one downside of this, I don't have as much ammo. Let's hit the combat servitor over here.
Without deeds is worth.
Combat servitor right there.
Eradicated. I refuse.
And then we can go for the ancient servitor right here.
You, my emperor.
I was thinking I should reload, but I don't think I can. But I can get a few extra shots here. So let's do wildfire.
That is not.
I was actually a little afraid for that fight. And then Argenta just pulled that out with the new bolter. Ancient servitor down there. We'll run and gun it.
Commands I act. I will bathe this.
Last shot in the bolter though, so she did use a full clip of this.
Eradicated.
That was something. So we got the Halo device. Technically, they don't want, like, everyone doesn't want me to use this. But that is pretty powerful. Like, strength, toughness, agility, perception. Immune to traumas. And he has heavy armor, Fortress World Origin, Tempest, Carapace. 2 deflection against range attacks. One downside I see of this is it's only 65% armor. Huh. But, I suppose that's why everyone disappeared here, huh?
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
RG really carries everything. That new bolter is something. I wanted to test everyone else here because I got some new toys, but... Boss with 2,000 health. Boss with 0 health. Next up. We're going to Narmer 4. Oh! Chasing the Elusive Contempt popped up. Lord Captain, we found the trail of the Elusive Contempt. The ship was sighted in Latotian's Passage. If we go after the pirates right now, we can catch them before they slip away. Where's the passage? Oh, right over there. I can get back. We'll do what's in this world first. Yeah, this thing. This is what I thought was going to be really cool, and I never got to do anything with it. The endless canvas of the cosmic void is interrupted by what looks like a bottomless hole. Sight cannot pierce it, no stars, no planets, no cosmic dust. There is only total darkness. The Augur team has failed to glean any information from the anomaly, and under influence of a mysterious force, the void ship is slowly drawn towards the heart of the darkness. The officers on bridge wordily look up to the cognitors. Machine screens turn on and off chaotically, not obeying any other operator's commands. Walls of the bridge, the crew's silhouettes, and the ship's holding machines tremble and stretch out like rubber bands. Alerts of malfunctioning cognitors and maddening chronographs come in from every deck, and as do reports of indescribable hallucinations gripping the crew. While the tech priests are trying to placate the machine spirits, Helman Rever reports that the situation is bad. Navigational systems are barely functional, and the invisible force is getting stronger and accelerating, ceaselessly dragging the vessel into the dark bosom. There is little time, and the Lord Captain must decide: leave the dangerous place or give in to the force and study the anomaly from within. Tech use. Determine if the archives contain data on any anomalies. A few operators managed to wring out a minute amount of useful information out of the archives. Such anomalies are rare, randomly appearing in gravitational wells which connect different points in space. Where such a well leads is impossible to predict. Direct the vessel to the center of the anomaly. The closer the vessel gets to the hole, the faster it's pulled in. Thousands of people on deck are gripped by panic, and their bodies are turning to thin, twisting threads, fraying and tearing to pieces, exposing veins, bones, and internal organs, falling apart into screws, plates, and bolts. Tech priests continue to offer relentless prayers to the machine spirits, but their binaric chants melt into endless screams and cries for help. Finally, the voidship jumps into the cosmic tunnel with a torturous lurch. Oh, Adamant too. Anything here now that we went through this? Doesn't look like it. That was interesting. We are like on the other side of everything now. Oh no, we're down here. So we can get back over there pretty quickly. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's see if I can't stop the raider. Or if he just jumps away again. Because I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen with the pirates here. Also, maybe I can check out that arid world? I'm not sure if I explored that anomaly. A pirate flotilla has gathered in a system with an especially prosperous extractium. The Augur crew reports that all of the void ships share the signatures with the Elusive Contempt. You hear a familiar, cheerful voice from the ship Vox. Shelby sighs theatrically. You're hot on his heels, coming in between him and his fortune. The cargo ships are just about to take off from a bountiful planet, but the rogue trader himself wishes to rudely interrupt their plans. But that's quite alright. Shelby sounds thrilled at the sudden competition. The Elusive Contempt's captain is ready to wait for the next opportunity, and for now he'll leave you in good company of his friends. You see the pirate flagship beginning to maneuver to escape the void. Don't let him escape. Fire broadside at him. Starboard batteries light up, firing a salvo. The missiles reach their target. Despite a direct hit, the Elusive Contempt manages to slip away once more, though it won't recover from the damage anytime soon, so I'm assuming our battle's going to be easier. However, that being said, we have another battle with pirates.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel.
Oh, the Viper class was healing. There's only 4 of them. I kind of feel bad. So the Void Sunder can go here at the Claymore class. I think that's actually new.
Let the incandescent beams scorch our enemies.
Boom. Actually didn't do as much as I thought it would. Then we're going to Arc Augury, so the dorsal can hit them.
Destruction or force.
And they go boom. Then I'm gonna start flying this way.
To our target.
And I think we're good for now. Oh, I didn't shoot out my things. I switched to them and then I didn't shoot them out. Oh, they're ripping them apart. Well, bye-bye, friendo. Okay. Oh, they actually damaged me a bit. They got past the shields and such. We're gonna shoot these guys out first. Melt-bomb mortar. Go, go.
Storm of macro cannon.
Port side can go.
Macro cannon. Annihilate them.
That's one down. New heading. If I go here, that would hit. And then the Void Sunder would hit. Gotcha. So let's hit the Corvette up here.
Into the cold void.
Then reload so I can fire the port side cannon.
Unleash your wrath upon my enemies.
Oh, I need to go one more forward. Be able to hit with a dorsal cannon. Maximum overdrive? Does that work? No, it doesn't work like that. Shoot. And it doesn't look like I'm going to have range on the Wraith starfighters. I'm gonna need to repair because of you. Well, portside cannons go.
Let destruction pour forth.
I think they're gone. Well, that was pretty easy. I mean, we are, like, almost fully equipped at this point, so I can't say too much about, like, oh, this was too easy. Where's the next rumor? Because I'm enjoying hunting these down. Because this is, like, the last little bit of the game, I think. We have one way up here for forewarning. Oh, end of the elusive legend. Lord Captain Astropathic Warrior has received word about a pirate fleet that is preparing to attack one of our richest extractium. I believe it's the thugs from the Elusive Contempt again. Their next target is one of the planets in the silence of Miacidae. That's over here, isn't it? Oh no, it's down there. Oh, let's go deal with that then. I was going to go up here, but... you know what? I have that. Let's have some fun with them. Hey, pirates! You haven't even gotten to the world yet. The Elusive Contempt's captain contacts you. You can hear notes of disdain and mockery in his voice. Playtime is over, and he's sure he is going to come out on top. After the rogue trader's death, the Von Valencia's protectorate will become his playground, where he'll claim plenty of booty before someone else dares hunt him again. The bridge officers report the Elusive Contempt is preparing for battle. Well, it's time it pays for its insolence, then. Because we haven't even gone full force on his friends yet.
Stars tremble.
Only 5 enemies.
Imperium awakens.
Where are you going? You could have hit him. Oh no, you hit my shields. I guess my shields are a little damaged now, dinged up. That is a very bad placement for both of you. I get that you're parrying my shields, but that is a very bad placement for both of you. Oh, friendo gone. And so is his torps. Elusive Contempt moving at me. Everything's in firing range. Didn't even pierce the shields there. Oh, he can fire 2 of the craft bays. Okay. Yeah, those things are going to be a little cheap, but it's just Fury Interceptors are not going to do too much. Okay. Alright, first of all, Fury Interceptor. We have Pascal to do Corpus Chant at the start of each turn. Most damaged sector regains 50% shields. Othercide Cannon, Fury and Triumphant Fury. Go, go. So we're going to need to get rid of these Corvettes. Void Lance, add to the Elusive Contempt.
Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
Starboard, Fangs of Janus, go.
Macro cannons, annihilate them.
Melt a Bomb Motor, at the Elusive Contempt.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
Oh, I can't use Imperium Storm. We're going to do a little twisty here. Break that ship. And then... yeah. We're going to swing around like this.
Imperium, guide us.
Which then we can do reload, port side cannons go, or after we do a vuln scan.
Macro cannons, annihilate them.
Dorsal cannons go, maybe get a fire going.
Enemies.
Can't hit starboard, I can't hit with the void sunder. Okay. If I could maybe hit the void sunder. Focused efforts on Master of Aetherius. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. But then we can get void sunder onto this claymore
Send them into the cold void.
and just break that shield. So 2 corvettes down? Because no, 1 corvette down, 2 injured, Elusive Contempt pretty badly down. We're going to blow up this corvette and maybe get our Wraith starfighters back. Like so. Because if the starfighters or the Fury Interceptors or whatever are out too long, they eventually have to come back to me and then they're useless. So if I just blow up a ship that's right next to them, that's the way to go. How can he fire a lance like that? That's a little cheap. Okay. This interceptor might hit me. No? Okay. Triumphant Fury, go.
Unleash the storm of macro cannons.
They're down. Going forward a little bit. And then we'll melt bomb motor the Corvette down. Void Sunder.
Eviscerate them.
And we're hitting the shield that's almost down already.
Torpedoes.
More fighters. I thought this was going to be ready. I wanted the tooltip here. I was hoping to get the tooltip. And then we can Fangs and Janus, I suppose.
Breach in our enemy's defenses!
No shields on that side. And I suppose that's gonna be it for now. Wraith Fighter. Go, go. Internal fighters taking them out. I have almost no shield left there. I'm going to take some big hits. You know, for some elusive person, they're not very fast, I was going to say. There they go. A lot of starfighters out. A lot of starfighters out. Yeah, that might get bad. We are going to new heading so I can hopefully get around better. Melt a bomb motor them.
Steer us to our target.
And down they go.
No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
And just go take out their ships then. Which I think these go away, but... oh, I guess not. They'll run out of time though. Dorsal this one.
Cannons, annihilate them.
And that is the Elusive Contempt down. And that is a win. Rank 11. Man, I have almost everything here. I think eventually you just get every skill. Let's take Steady Hand here. 20% chance post abilities are 1 round shorter. I can take Steady Hand 2. There's a 50% chance it'll be 1 round shorter. I can repair my voidship. Starship remains. Just cargo from them. And then... oh, we are at the maximum there, so I mean, hull integrity at max. Awesome. Now, I could upgrade the RAM, but I never use the RAM. I don't like using it. And with that out of our way, we can go towards this other rumor. Avoiding the main planets as a just in case. So we have forewarning up here. I was expecting more there. Alright, have we done anything with the Hulk? Okay, I don't think we have. A strange vessel enveloped in a pale orchid mist sails past the stained glass windows of the captain's bridge. A familiar coat of arms appears in its thoroughly dented, rugged hull. The House von Valancius coat of arms. Their augur crew reports that this is the Light Seeker, an expedition voidship tasked with exploring the planets of the Koronus Expanse. This vessel disappeared without a trace over 600 years ago. The telemetry shows that the decks are empty and devoid of life with no crew detected. The sight of the ancient voidship causes a throbbing headache and inexplicable disgust. Where did it vanish for all those centuries? How did it end up here? Voxmaster reports that the elders of her clan told her tales of the Light Seeker. This legendary voidship has discovered plenty of bountiful worlds where the most profitable extractiums were later installed. The vessel brought countless riches to the Von Valancius Protectorate in the past, but a sudden reappearance after 600 years of oblivion seems wrong and dangerous. The High Fractorium Janus Stanrock confirms that the Light Seeker is still a part of the Von Valancius fleet. In other circumstances, the Fractorium would have insisted on reclaiming the property of the Protectorate, but who knows what has happened to the vessel during the centuries it was lost. The dark powers of the cosmos or even the warp itself could have corrupted the void ship. The worried whispers of the crew are silenced by an urgent alert. The ship is rapidly changing course. While closely watching the Light Seeker's maneuvers, your sense shall become certain. The vessel is preparing to attack. Abelard has heard a lot about bountiful worlds discovered by the void ship's crew, but he doubts the same brave voidsmen are at the helm now. Whatever dark powers are controlling the vessel, one thing is clear. It's a threat. The Void Trader needs to engage the unknown enemy and recapture the property of the Von Valancius dynasty. Ulfar is adamant that any voidship that has spent 600 centuries beyond the Veil is corrupted beyond salvation. He says it must be destroyed at once. Well, if it's going to attack us, we're going to attack it first and take an advantageous position. That's how that goes. I don't care if it was once ours.
Hold fast. Our faith will be tested.
One enemy. Void Sunder it. Oh, it has a lot of shields, but it doesn't have much of anything else. Dorsal it.
Upon my enemy.
And then we'll just portside Canada. Triumph and Fury.
Let the Imperium guide us.
And make it go for a little spinny spin.
The effectiveness of the crew has been recognized as adequate.
Well, Void Heretic trophy cargo, so nothing good was aboard it. And that's that, I suppose. So there is still one in Omnicron. If I can find that. Way down here. Okay. I think this one is going to be pretty short. I doubt this is going to have anything based other than like a text story. So after the Omicron, I plan on kind of going to all of the bigger stories, probably starting on Vabos, because that's where I get Solomorn and go for like my colony quest. And we'll pick up from there next time and just see where we can go from there. But considering that this is getting to be a somewhat long episode again, without knowing how much I'm going to cut out with editing, we'll end this one here and, yeah, just see where we can get to with saving all the planets after that. Because I didn't realize we were in Chapter 4 already, because I didn't realize Chapter 3 was that short. That being said, who knows how long this one's gonna be, so I suppose that'll be it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please, have a good one.